Hello guys, Keto Bandito here, long time no talk to. I am going to be making a recipe that I modified off of I Breathe I'm Hungry website. And if you want to look up her recipe and her procedure and how she does it, support her blog, you can Google lemon almond shortbread cookies, low carb and gluten free. And you'll see the picture. It'll show up. I don't know if I can get this over in front of the camera, but let's see. You'll see, back that up. Sorry, this is a different angle for me, guys. You'll see these stacks of cookies. I modified it a bit, and today I'm doing it as just a regular shortbread cookie, so I don't want the lemon flavor. I will tag it on my Instagram once they're pictured and done. This is a several step process that I won't be able to show you because I don't know how to edit and such, but I'll do some of the videos on Instagram, and then you have the main video here. This is mostly the how-to that I do up until you put it in the refrigerator. The baking process, I don't know, maybe I can do a part 2 and show you how I bring it out of the fridge and then cut it up and bake it, and then you see the pictures when it's done on Instagram. So my butter is already room temperature. Close enough anyway. Yes, I cleaned my hands very, very well before I started. So this glass bowl, this is 6 tablespoons of butter. I'll be putting in vanilla, a tablespoon of vanilla. I'm just using a cheap imitation brand. Sorry, guys. I'll be using 1/3 of a cup of the granular Swerve. That's already measured out in here. Already done a lot of the prep work. 2 cups of the Bob's Red Mill almond flour I have measured out there. Not sifted or anything. I just measured it right out of the bag. Bob's Red Mill, super fine. Get that at most stores nowadays. I believe Walmart. I think I got this one at Big Lots. Whatever. Lots of stores have it. And that's it, basically. So it's more in the process, and I'm doing this for basically my sister-in-law and her sister, which I will be sending this particular batch that I'm making today down to them tomorrow. They're sending me a box that I'll ship them in, and I will ship these tomorrow. So I will bake them today, have them cooled and ready to go and boxed up for the shipping package to come. I'm also making them a batch of the bear claws. So I'll show you my box before I ship it. This is going to be very loud, and I'm very sorry, but it's the process to get the butter melted. And normally I would do this in my KitchenAid. I'm up at my mom's house. Therefore, I'm using her regular old Hamilton Beach handheld mixer. Any will do. It's going to be high speed and loud, so I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you can still hear me. But you want to beat the butter. There we go. So I'm going to put some of that out of the beaters. It's going to happen. The colder your butter is. You do not want to put the butter in the microwave. That's going to change the consistency of it. Really, you want to put out your butter on your counter, excuse me, and come to room temp. So again, I'm going to beat it for a little bit more because it's not quite the consistency I want. So this is what I want, kind of where it starts looking light and fluffy. And then I'm going to add, not my vanilla, like most would in recipes. I'm going to add my sweetener, okay? And then I'm going to beat the 2 of those together. So again, that's 1/3 of a cup of the Swerve, and I'm going to mix that in. You have a little bit of dust. And this is why I already have a touch of a scratchy throat. Again, I'm very sorry for the loud mixing noises, but it's pretty quick. There's that. I'm going to give you an in bowl look. I'm going to try to knock some of this off the beaters again because that's not where we want it. We want it in the bowl. Then all I'm going to do, so you get it to a soft butter consistency where it's nice and fluffy. And I'm sorry, I know a lot of you love my music. I normally am playing 80s music in the background. Today I am not. I'm at my mom's house, baking up here because she's down visiting my brother and sister-in-law and her sister, or sisters, I should say. My sister-in-law comes from a large family, double the size of my family. So kind of fun for my mom down there. So I'm going to then literally dump in the full 2 cups of almond flour. I did not sift it. I don't do any of that. I could weigh it. I don't. I used to in the beginning of my keto journey. I've been doing this like 5 years. Do a lot of baking. I've had people tell me different things. People tell me that baking is a very precise, scientific. To me, it's not. Once I get the basics down, I can go with it and make other things. Do what's good for you, obviously. And obviously, we're going to have differences of ovens, not onions. Sorry, I got onions on the mind. I did onions yesterday. I'm going to mix this for a little bit, and then I'm going to add my vanilla. So I'm going to try to get this just incorporated. So see, I just piled it right on top. So you just want it where the flour is starting to combine, kind of pea size, like you would a pie crust. And I use this as a pie crust. It's very, very good. And then I'm going to add in my vanilla. I'm not going to measure per a teaspoon. I've got teaspoons here. But if you don't know this already, the cap is typically a teaspoon. And that's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a cap. Or over a cap, because I sloshed, and that's okay. Like I said, baking to me is not scientific. And I'm going to mix again until it starts to kind of form as one. You'll see. So see how the batter's starting to come together? Now I'm going to try to get off my beaters best I can. My favorite way of doing it is usually using my KitchenAid, like I said, with a bigger beater thing. But if you bang it on the bottom of your bowl, not too hard to break your bowl, obviously, but bang it hard enough, it'll knock most of this off. So get most of it out that you can, because there's, as you know, keto baking can be kind of pricey, and you want the most that you can get, right? I do anyway. So I will set that beater aside. I'm running another batch after, so I'm not going to be too particular. My second batch, I'm going to do a test, because I will show you in a second when I take this over to the next station. I'm at my mom's, like I said earlier, and baking over here is a little bit different. I'm watching her cat. She has a cat, which I don't know if I've even shown in my Instagram, but sometimes. Oops, sorry, I know you're bouncing around. So I'm just stirring this until it all combines, because I'm going to roll this out in a log. Well, actually, usually I roll it in a log and then I just cut them for ease. I'm going to make them look cute for my sister-in-law, because I'm shipping them, like I said. I'm going to make them look like the little gingerbreads. But my mom has, whoops, there flicked a piece. I want that back in the bowl. Let's see if I can carry you and the bowl over. My mom has this wonderful batch of extracts and such. And so today I saw this caramel extract. I'm going to try a caramel pecan cookie, because why not? So this is saran wrap already laid out on my counter. I'm going to dump my dough out, clean out my bowl best I can on my spatula here. And now that I'm getting my hands dirty, oh, whoops, sorry, dump it out on the thing here. I'm going to clean these the rest of the way, because I want most of the almond flour off of it for my next batch, because I want to go back to just butter and whipping the butter. And I don't want to whip the almond flour, because it makes a different consistency. I've done this many times where I do multiple batches at a time. This is good to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically, so you can put this in whatever shape you want your cookies to be in, because you need to refrigerate it. So like I said, normally I'll do like a log, or you could roll it out and do cookie cutters if you want. Oh, I should have brought that up. I have some that I made with almond meal. I'm not as happy with almond meal as I am the super fine almond flour. So do what you like, but it can be done either way. So I'm just shaping this kind of in a squarish log, and then I'm going to flatten it out. So you can see it's a nice little dough kind of thing. Like I said, it makes a great pie crust. But I'm going to flatten it. I'll probably get my rolling pin. It's usually easier. But I want to flatten it so I can just cut it for the shortbread cookies once I get it out of the refrigerator again. So we'll see. Let's see. So you just shape it. Then I'll refrigerate for like 15-20 minutes. Sometimes I'm super lazy. I refrigerate overnight. And then you can just cut them up. Sometimes I just throw the extra dough in the freezer. And I have been able to just bring out freezer dough when I want to make keto cookies. You just take what you want off the log, and you can bake them. So there you go. I will finish prepping this and get it in my refrigerator, and then later I'll picture this on my Instagram. I hope this has been helpful, and super easy, yummy shortbread cookies. Thanks for watching and participating. If you want notifications, I don't really know how YouTube works. I think there's a subscribe and a bell to show you when I do have new recipes. I'm never really good about typing them up, so hope you followed along. If you have questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.